check a trail camera. Kind of an easy walk. I don't think I'm going to put on too much more than 2 miles. It'll be a nice break-in. I plan to do some more trail cam checking here in the next couple of days. Looks like a fawn from last year. It's a live tree and a whole bunch of dead ash around, and we have the balsam fir as cover. Got a nice bend right there. I think they make a good rifle spot. There's kind of not much here, so I don't think a very good spot for a bow to stand. So I got the trail camera on this tree now. Got her pointed down right at this junction of trails. See, there's here and here. There's like 8 of them that come into these 2 spots. There's really good bedding just a little ways away. I mean, starting like 30 yards and going maybe 70 or 80 yards. And I had it on that tree right there, that high. And I only had 30 pictures on it. So now I'm changing. See, there's a trail there, there's a trail here, trail right there, trail right there, big time trail this way, trail here, trail here. I prepped that white birch tree here when I was in here making this setup. I probably have to do a little bit more work. Thinking about my ass will be like right here. And a nice opening to shoot right here. Okay. The trail camera, and I lean this dead stick up here to kind of break up its outline. When you come from the side, it really sticks out. Now this stick kind of is a continuation of it. Kind of. I could do better, but there's not a lot of dead sticks laying on the ground that's not rotted up. This one here is rotted up too, but it's just holding enough. This is the nearest bed to the setup. I'll clean it out here a little bit. I looked, I didn't see any hair. Hasn't been used lately. This bedding spot is 143 feet away from the setup. It's a pretty big area there. Another small area underneath this pine. And here's a bed right here. Looky here, looky here. We got us some belly hair. Alright, so there's a little island right here in the middle of the swamp. This swamp is maybe, I don't know, 200-300 acres, surrounded by oak trees. This is one little high point. On this side you can see it really gets thick that way. I haven't walked that way before. I don't really have time today. I can walk around on this island a little bit before I go. This high point right here. When the hunters are thick around here, I think this is the bedding spot where they come to. That's a nice sunken bed right there. Let me put that back to here a little bit. See that? It's all sunk in right there. Here I've laid in that over and over again. Kind of nice underneath this. That's, looks like maybe it's a spruce. So, all right. How thick it can get in these elder swamps here. You just get through here a little bit at a time. As you're moving all this stuff around, I get squeezed through. And I want to get over here because there's that big maple. There's got to be some high ground right there. See if there's a bed in there. Here's the maple with no deer bed. But there is a bed of some sorts. In here. Funny. Outline of a faint trail I've been walking. There's another one that intersects with it. If I spent some time and just cut the branches off to clear out a lane about head high for a buck with a large wide rack, he'd start using that because it's so thick in here. Otherwise you couldn't get through it. But I don't know if there's a deer, and I don't see a setup here. I came here to look at the spruce tree. I thought maybe there'd be a bed under it, but no. Another spruce tree coming up. Got to the spruce tree, and looky here, looky here. Hair in the bed. Lots of hair in the bed. That's what this stuff is right here. That's a hair in the bed. All over in here. I got a setup just a little ways away. Right there at the edge of the where the oaks start. I didn't know this bed was here. I wanted to sit down in his bed so I could see what the deer could see, and now I got a wet ass. On the surface I would think, that spruce would be a good spot, but I think being out here on this birch would be better. Spruce's background. This is a little island here. The first higher ground from those beds that I've been marking. That spruce way off in the background, that's where that big bed is. Well, it's not that far in the background. It might be 40, 50 yards. You can see the ground is up a little higher right here. Then it drops, then it goes up into the oaks. So I think my scent will pool in the opposite direction of the bed. I've been pushing deer here ahead of me. Looks like a doe and a fawn. A crime, punishable by death, hung by the neck till you're dead. These stands are supposed to be removed at the end of the season. I suppose he's eating a lot of sugar and bad food and just doesn't have the energy. You got a chain on it. Like, just pull this segment out and leave that one there. Oh, geez, that's nothing. I can pull the segment out and that chain will just fall off. Yeah. Just pull the segment off and the chain will fall off. Yeah. I guess people just don't think. Some people don't think. Some people can't think. Sugar brains.